The issue that we have here is that we have two separate things. Now, the problem that we have is that they're almost to the point where they're two separate paintings. The box here is great because it kind of tells us, okay, what's ever in here is in here. And these look a little more like marshmallows. But we accept that because down here we can see, no, those must be those in the glass. And even having a glass filled with those things, if you can make the styrofoam look like styrofoam inside the glass, and you got beautiful effect on the glass, all you needed was that. You know, I always look for the quintessential thing. So if I were to do these peanuts, I would do the ones that are shaped like little S's that are styrofoam, that are, you know, the ones that we used to get a lot of. And so I probably would have worked with that as a model. I don't think you needed the box on this particular thing. If you did, I would have tipped the box over and let the peanuts fall out and then it would have been more explained. Yeah. Well, see here again too. Yeah, yeah, but the thing is, artistically, it would have been better if it were, yeah, if we had that and the box was secondary and the light was, and so see that's where you focus the viewer in. And if we wanted to go even further, we would bring that in, you know. So you see how interesting that is to have the one, and then you could have everything. But I would have even in this case, I would have moved the glass over in front of here because you always want to have overlapping shapes. So, but you know, I have a lot of students that have done the peanuts, and they end up clustering them oddly. And so what I'm looking for is abstract shapes in the peanuts, and you've got some really nice abstract shape that we get to isolate and look, and that could have looked funky or lined up. You did a good job with that. So I think all in all, I think it's great. This, whose is this?
I don't know.
Absolutely elegant.
Really?
Oh, yes. At first glance, this is awesome. Because at first glance, we think we have like a vanilla sundae right from across the room. You know, we'd almost think, oh, wow, a vanilla sundae with marshmallows, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's great. But then we come up to it and we go, oh my God, that's not even that's not ice cream at all. What is that? It's like, you know, it's shipping peanuts. And you painted the shipping peanut, the quintessential shipping peanut. You know, so it'd be like, oh my God, those are styrofoam. And that isn't ice cream. And the glass is done so well.
It's beer. Beer and peanuts.
Beer and peanuts. You know, that's taken it to the next phase.
Sorry.
The thing that I was wondering was what that liquid was. Now see, here the title makes a big difference, doesn't it? Beer and peanuts.
Yeah.
That would have made a huge difference if I walked up to it and saw beer and peanuts. It's like, that's the added surprise. It's like, boom!
Yeah.
That's a mind blower.
Yeah. But I'm not happy with the shadow. Could I have done more with the shadow?
It's really beautiful.
It's a little out there, but in a way, the concept is. So it's a little bit like pop art. You know, you're playing with it and you simplified the shadow to really make this elegant face. I mean, it is really awesome. You nailed it this time, right through the wall. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful work. It is really good. Beer and peanuts. Beer and peanuts. Whose is this? Here again too, you know? Judy.
I'm so literal. I just, to try to be otherwise is taking away my art. I just see things literally.
Stop it. These are wonderful.
So beautiful up close, guys.
Look, she found multicolored peanuts.
No, I got it.
Huh? Did you dye them?
I found the flute was in my cupboard, the pink and the cranberry blue flute, and so I had some acrylic paint and I made up dishes of colored acrylic and dyed them.
Absolutely brilliant. Wonderful. Absolutely. I could kiss you.
My husband would have done that.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, just figuratively, I'm not going to go. But that is what I'm looking for. I mean, somebody who's as traditional as you are, dyeing styrofoam peanuts and putting in, I mean, I never thought this day would be here. I mean, it's like my birthday. Thank you. This is excellent too. Do you happen to have a title for it that's as clever as beer and peanuts?
But I've still got to get out the tube of white and still highlight it, do what you did on the sewing basket.
Mm-hmm. Figure out where that is. But awesome. Absolutely awesome. And a home run. Well, yeah, but that's great. You know, like I said, creating artistic expression is great if you're just sharing it with yourself. Making dinner for yourself is great. Okay, that's what abstract art is. It's great for the person who creates it, and they can hold whatever value that they have. But you can't expect the viewer to have the same respect for it because they don't get it. We kind of, in our world, in human, we want to make sense of things. If we see something that's unusual, we want to try to grasp it. Now, a lot of people hide in abstract art because they can't paint. So they say, oh, it's abstract. Really great abstract has a lot of rooting in realism. It's just enough out there that people have to get it. It's like a real complicated joke. Not that abstract art is a joke. I don't know, it's your painting. I'm just saying as a viewer, I sit there questioning that and I can't get past that to look at the painting.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You know, when I painted it, I had a good time. And I don't care about viewers, okay?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Either for myself.
Okay, and the thing is, what we could say real quick, and then I'll get to Chris real quick. But the thing is, if I sat on your piano and just hit the keys,
Just go ahead.
yeah, and I just sit and play and hit the keys, right? And after about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'm just banging on the keys, to me it might be very relaxing, kind of fun. And I could say, well, it's abstract music. It's like abstract music. It's like abstract music. And I might be having a good time. But somebody in the other room that's trying to watch TV.
Can I answer what you're saying? See, when you bang on a piano, it's one thing. When you paint, it's another thing.
No, it's not. It's still art. Art is communication.
There's no wrong notes when you paint.
Oh, yeah, there is. Believe me, there are wrong notes. That's why you have good abstract art and bad abstract art.
You said your Mrs. Gugalinsky said?
Paint what you see.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
So if you don't see it, I'm sorry, but that's what I see.
Yeah, and that's fine. But if I sat and went blah, and you would go, huh? I might say, well, that's my language. You don't speak it, then tough. That's fine. I could spend all day doing it. It feels good. But don't expect anybody else to like it. Absolutely. And I, as a teacher, at this point here, by putting something up, I have to justify it. I have to explain it. I want everybody to learn from this dialogue what makes abstract art and what makes it good. There is good abstract art if there is something to hold on to. If you're just doing it for yourself, fine, but don't expect other people to like it. Oh, they will love it. Some will, some won't. A lot of people like abstract music. In fact, a lot of people listen to that contemporary classical music and they go, why do they force this down our throat when we don't want to hear it? We want to listen to Tchaikovsky. You can't do a whole symphony with contemporary music because nobody comes. You always have to throw in La Boheme or something. One thing that I would have to say is try not to be so manly.
It's the boy that's a problem.
It's like it's.
What you see is what you get.
No, I don't want you to like be gay. I want you to let loose a little and not draw the thing. Because first thing when you draw like that in pencil is that it's like a coloring book. And once you have that line in there, what did your mom tell you about your coloring books? Stay within the line. Then all of a sudden there's no other possibility than those lines there. I want you to paint, I want you to sketch with paint. I want you to sketch with lights and darks. I want you to put the light in, put the dark in. Don't even worry about the shapes. Get the concept down in colors and values, and then kind of manipulate the paint, because oil paints can be pushed around till you eventually get the shape. This process is very long and tedious. It's like you do a layer and then you have to paint on top of it and then you paint on top of it. You want to be able to, if you've got a 2 hour limit to paint a painting, you've got to be in there kind of painting it. And so I want you to draw and paint, because as long as it took you to do this, you could have had color on the canvas. And you could have had the concept down. And then we could ask, is it worth doing? And then we could say, move forward. Right now I can't tell because you don't have anything, you have no center focal point, which is an effect.